There's a room that can grant your every wish. Whether you want piles of cash to wash your face with diamonds or have every famous painting in the world delivered to you, it's all possible. So what would your wish be? Artist Steven and his wife Petra moved to a suburban villa, hoping he'd find inspiration for his work. One day, Steven discovered a hole in the wall that concealed a hidden door. He found a key in the ruins outside and called Petra over to help open the heavy door. Just as he was about to enter, the lights in the house began flickering ominously, as if warning them that something wasn't right. Steven called an electrician to check the wiring, but the circuits were a tangled mess covered in dust. Even the professional was at a loss. Before leaving, the electrician warned Steven that the house had a dark history. Steven brushed off the warning. That night, Steven retreated alone to the hidden room to drown his sorrows. Life's disappointments were weighing heavily on him, and after finishing one bottle, he muttered that he wanted another. To his shock, the lights flickered and a new bottle suddenly materialized before him. Steven was terrified. The next morning, Petra found her husband surrounded by world-famous paintings after a sleepless night. Steven excitedly explained everything that had happened. Petra couldn't believe it, so she wished for $10,000. The lights flickered again and sure enough, a stack of cash appeared in the corner. The wishing room was real. They let their imaginations run wild, living the luxurious life they'd only dreamed of before. But after the initial high wore off, they were left feeling empty. Petra's greatest wish was to have a baby. They'd tried several times before without success, and by now, Petra had given up hope. One day when Steven returned home, he was met with an unbelievable sight: a baby lying on their bed. Steven flew into a rage. He could accept anything else but not this, not having their child come from a wish. The couple had a massive fight. Eventually, Steven convinced Petra to give the baby back. But when he carried the child into the wishing room, he found himself unable to speak the words. Finally, Steven grabbed the baby himself, determined to do what needed to be done. But this was a living, breathing human being. He gritted his teeth, struggling for what felt like forever, but ultimately couldn't bring himself to wish the child away. He shoved the baby back at his wife and stormed off in frustration.